In the book, The 48 Laws of Power, it states that the less you say, the more intimidating and powerful you become. Always say less than necessary. This, for men, becomes powerful. So today, I want to show you 7 things you should never tell anyone. First, the girl you like. You should never tell anyone about the girl you like. And I know what you're thinking. Well, you want to share everything with your friend, but this way of thinking can lead them to stealing the girl that you love. Let me explain. In Robert Greene's book, Law 2 states you should never put too much trust in friends and instead learn how to use enemies. The key here is that your friends, as much as you think that they have your back, will undermine you if it benefits them. And this is especially true when it comes to women, as men are easy to manipulate for 2 reasons. 1, they want a girl that other men find attractive. And 2, they are competitive. So when you tell them who you like, you're making that girl more desirable, which will make them want her as well. And because human nature makes us want what we can't have, that desire will burn inside of them and want that girl even more, which will result in them undermining you and getting the girl that you like. So what I suggest is never tell anyone who you like, and instead tell them you like some other girl. That way, if they go after her, it won't matter, and it's also going to benefit you because now you'll know who your true friends are. Number 2, never tell anyone your opinion. You see, most men are so hungry for validation that they're eager to blurt out their opinions. But this will work against you because just as outlined in law number 9, you should instead win through your actions and never through argument. Just take a minute to think about it. How many times have you heard of a friend talking about how he's so good at getting girls, only to find out that he never gets any attention from them? You probably will think less of him because he's all talk and no show. Now, I want you to compare that to another man who you know gets a lot of girls, but he never talks about it. You'll probably have a lot of respect for him. The key here is that you should not talk about something you don't have a lot of success in or any experience with. It'll make you appear weak. So instead of telling people your opinions left and right, show people what you're made of through your actions. So up until now, you're gonna stop telling people who you like and you're gonna stop telling people your opinion. Automatically, you're gonna feel more in control and you're already starting to see that you're gonna look like a much stronger man. But all of that can be destroyed and go away if you tell somebody this next thing. Number 3, never let anyone know that you're addicted to something. Your vices, they're negative behaviors that you use to relax. And law number 5 states, so much depends on reputation, so you should guard it with your life. For some, it's drinking or playing video games. So instead of telling people your vices, I'm gonna show you how to eliminate them yourself. First, you need to understand that most men fail to quit addictions because they just remove it all of a sudden without replacing it. You have to understand that even the strongest addictions in the world can be defeated if you give your brain an alternative. You can replace it with something like Fume. This is a flavored air device, meaning it'll help you quit because you're giving your brain an alternative. That same action, that same habit you have of fidgeting with something, sucking on something, you're replacing it with a better alternative. Here, you can replace the flavor cartridges to whatever flavor you want with Fume, you insert it in, and you're essentially just breathing in flavored air. Second, I want you to tackle your vice in silence because remember, you need to guard your reputation with your life. And when you don't share what your vices and your weaknesses are and you deal with them in silence, you will be seen as a man that is in total control. And others will respect you for that because they themselves don't have that same control, especially when it's substances. Now, of course, what they don't realize is all the work that you're doing behind the scenes dealing with all of your weaknesses or addictions. And that is for a good reason, because then in the future, when somebody comes to you for help for their vice, you're gonna be able to help them from a position of knowledge, which will even further improve your reputation. And they come to you for help because they realize you quit all of a sudden. You can then give them the advice like, yeah, I just used a non-addictive device like this one from Fume just to trick my brain into that same habit and be able to overcome the vice. Number 4, you should never tell people your goals. Bro, I remember when I was back in college, I knew this dude, he would always tell people his goals. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna lose all this weight by summer, I'm gonna get a 6-pack. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start this new business. Oh yeah, I just started Forex trading, I'm gonna become a millionaire by the end of the funny thing is, I remember every scheme he ran, he never achieved any of it. But I remember at the time it got me thinking, is he failing at everything because of who he is as a person or because he's telling everyone? This is what got me to law number 3 from the 48 Laws of Power. It states that you should conceal your intentions. You see, according to research, telling people your goals and ambitions kills your motivation to actually try to reach them. The reason is that it tricks you into thinking that you've already completed it, and it gives your brain some satisfaction. Not only that, Most people don't like being reminded of their shortcomings, which means that if you go on and tell people, oh yeah, I'm gonna quit alcohol, you're gonna find that all your friends that still drink alcohol are gonna try to entice you more and more and more because they don't wanna be reminded of their own shortcomings. So the key is to never tell people your goals until you've completed them. And also have a strategy in place to know how to complete them, or if somebody tries to tempt you. If you have that backup plan that you know you can rely on, like that fume stick, because it helps satisfy that addiction, you're good to go. Boys, if you guys want to check out Fuel, I'm going to have it linked down below because it's a natural solution that can help you defeat one of the worst vices destroying young men today. And if it's not you and you know of a buddy or a brother or a family member that's dealing with them, I would recommend them Fume as well. There's also going to be a special discount code that's going to make it even more affordable because I really want you to start tackling these vices and overcoming them. Number 5, you should never tell people what your body count is. You have to understand, there's 2 types of men in this world. First type uses their body count as a badge of honor, right? To make themselves feel better amongst other men. The second group keeps it to himself. You see how the first group will appear weak while the second group appears strong? You wanna know why? Because of Law 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Let me explain. I want you to picture that first type of guy who, when asked how many people he slept with, he proudly responds, bro, I'm at 121 bodies, bro.
Damn, you believe that, man?
He appears weak, needy for attention, like he's overcompensating. Then I want you to picture the second type of guy who utilizes Law 27, and he simply states, bro, I've slept with enough women to know that it doesn't matter too much for my confidence, bro, you know me. That dude might have a 0 body count, but by seeing that, just appears more confident, more sure of himself. You see, as shown in Law 27, people need something to believe in, and when you don't give them that, they tend to exaggerate and fill in the blanks, meaning that in their head, they're gonna hold you above that other person, purely because you have kept things vague and mysterious. So the next time body count comes up in a conversation, you keep quiet and you tell no one. Up until now, you're gonna stop telling people who you like. You're gonna stop telling people your opinion. You're gonna stop telling them your vices. You're gonna stop telling them your goals, and you're gonna stop telling them your body count. That alone will already make you appear stronger and more competent as a man. But there's 2 last things that I want you to stop telling anyone to truly recreate your image. This takes us to number 6. You need to stop telling people how hard you work. This is problematic, even if you are a hard worker. You need to follow Law 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. And I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Who works harder, me or you?
Me.
100%. How do you know that?
You just can't be working 18 hours a day every day the way I am.
You don't really know anything about me.
You guys see how hard I'm working now. Think about what I was doing when I didn't have it.
I feel like you would have succeeded no matter what. And I guess it depends on how you define success, too.
No, I don't think so. I was lucky. Luck has more to do with life than we might think.
So, you're gonna do the same thing. The next time you do something impressive, like get a good grade on an exam, perform well in a sports game, shoot, even perform well in a video game, or your business had the best month ever, you will simply perform well in life, win, and then continue with your life as if nothing happened. By doing that, you'll make it seem as though winning is something that comes natural to you. People will then assume that you're more talented than everybody else, and that makes you powerful. Which takes me to number 7. Never tell anyone what you're good at. Everyone has their own sets of strengths and weaknesses. And we've already discussed why you shouldn't tell weaknesses like your vices. But you should also never tell anyone your strengths. And here's why. Law 11 states that you should learn to keep people dependent on you. So if you're working for someone or with someone, you should never let them know your strengths. If they ask, how have you done such a great job? Or how are you doing so well? Just say you're not sure.
One of the laws is, I think, the most important, basically make people dependent on you. You don't want to appeal to people's love, to the fact that they like you.
That's key. So many guys are desperate to be liked and they think that's how they make people addicted to them, but it's not.
That they need you. Because if they love you, love is a very tenuous emotion.
Exactly, right? Forget about love. You need them to need you.
It doesn't work very well in the work situation. It causes all kinds of problems. They'll get rid of you tomorrow, even though they like you. But if they need you, it's like pulling out all of these roots of a plant to get rid of you. It's going to cause all kinds of damage all over the place.
Yes, I can tell you as a business owner, I can like someone, but if I don't think I need them in the corporation, I will get rid of them. But if I need them, if they're a structural member of the company, I don't care how much I don't like you, I will move mountains to keep you on board. So don't tell people your strengths, because by doing this, you're also telling them what your secrets are, and you need them to need you. to be dependent on you. And now you understand that if you keep these 7 things silent and you stop telling people them, you will win at everything that you do.